Hi and welcome to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. On this edition, I'm just gonna show you how I do my mid-tie fade. All right, with the shear, we're gonna cut the top with the shears. Right now, the first tip that I'm using the trimmer Babyliss FX Gold. This trimmer definitely to do the side to clean up is perfect. Got the perfect power. It's solid. It's big. It's semi, in between, big between the clipper and trimmer. It's a perfect. And then now my second step is using the Fade Master, not the regular blade, but the flat blade. And I'm using the 116 level close, okay. And pretty much the level that I'm using right there, I want to say it is half inch or an inch, whatever you may see it. But yeah, just pass it a couple of times, right to left, left to right. Brush it out. Make sure you brush it out so the hair that you already cut doesn't get stuck in skin or scalp. But yeah, so yeah, pass it a couple of times. That is nice and clean and thorough, so you don't have to work double. Just work it as you go, right? And now we're just gonna open the lever halfway. I open it completely, but then I close it just a tiny bit, and we're just gonna right away scrape that line that we did with the 116 right there. You see that shadow right away? We're gonna scrape it out. You know what I mean? And we're gonna continue, and then as we keep going higher, we're gonna go, but little by little. We're not gonna try to make another level, because then if we keep doing levels, it's just gonna keep racing the fade. But then I start closing it a little bit the level, as you saw that I did. Then I close it again when I see that it's not grabbing, and I keep passing it right there. Then I keep going forward, and then I go back again to the left side. Then I open it a little bit again, and I go a little higher, right? And I keep going back and forth. All right. So right here, we're just gonna open it completely, and we're gonna go right there, because I see right away that that's where the big shadow is. And the first time, you see the motion is long and slow, but once I find out, once I grab it, once I get exactly everything that I'm trying to get, you see that, then you see how the motion it went a little faster. So the reason why I do that, I want to make sure that it's grabbing little by little perfect, and then once I see that it's grabbing okay, then we speed up a little bit. But notice the stroke sometimes is a lot shorter, and right there on top of that shadow right there. And yeah, this clipper is really nice. I'm starting to like it a lot. Right here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna close it halfway. So that's the 116 level halfway, and we're gonna pass it where I just point out right there. Notice how I'm holding the ear so it doesn't irritate the client or bother him. And yeah, so I close the level a little bit again because he was not grabbing. I brush it, keep passing it. And this is just, people think that doing a fade, that it could be easy. It could be easy, but with time and a lot of repetition and whatnot. Right here, no level. No guard. Sorry about that. No clip. The level, it was completely open, but then I closed it just a tiny bit. Right? The blade on this, with no guard, is number one. Right? It's differently than the wall system. So right here, see, I just closed a little bit when I passed the second time around, that I see that it was not grabbing. You see how I'm passing it? There's gonna be times right there that I do it too quick, obviously, because I fast forward a little bit, so that way it doesn't bore you. Where I close the level just a little bit more, and I keep passing it again. Pretty much the same repetition that I did at top, but obviously with the no guards, but same scenario. So right there, as you can tell, we are pretty much, it was completely tight. You see that the line is almost tight. It's completely out. So right now, that's guard number 2. It may look like a 3, but it's not, with the level open. So 2.5 when we're gonna pass it in that area, because we see that shadow right there, the dark spot. I want to thank Shane, if you're watching this. Thank you, kid, for always trusting me with your haircut and for letting me record you. Usually we have a thing that's saying, "What you doing, kid?" "Nothing. I'm just here doing nothing." It's one of his friend and one of our client that we kind of joke around talking just like him. But yeah, we have always a good time, me and Shane. But yeah, right here, notice after passing and closing at number 2, I went to guard 1/8 and then level open, and we're gonna pass it right there where you see the shadow. It's just right there where I see that it's dark. Then if I see that it's not grabbing, then I close it just a little bit more, but not completely, but just close it. Then if it doesn't grab still, then we close it. A lot of people will be like, oh, I would have closed it more. Is that I would have closed it a lot closer instead of doing those little by little. And that's the thing, you cannot go and assume that you're gonna close it right away, because sometimes if you close it that too much, it's gonna go light and you can't replace that back. You know what I mean? So you gotta be safe than sorry is what I'm trying to say. Right here is the 1/16 level open, and we're gonna pass it right there. You know what I mean? You may think like, what are you seeing? You know, I see it, but if I don't point it out, then if I point it out, then that's when you be like, oh, okay. Or maybe you didn't see it. But that's the thing, you gotta be real picky with yourself. Even if there's clients that picky, it's all right, because they could make you, you know, iron sharper iron. So being that client being picky is gonna make me sharper. You know what I mean? It's definitely is gonna push me to do better. I see it that way. No, I don't longer see it the other way around. I'm still using right now the 1/16 level completely closed, and we passing and steering in that area. Now with no guards, level completely open. Believe it or not, that's number 1. All right, so we passing number 1, no guards. Then y'all just close it just a little bit, and I'm passing in that area, and you're gonna see. Right now I'm doing detail, just basically like using the. Believe it or not, I'm using the right corner of the blade of the clipper to do the details. Now use only that side, don't use the whole head of the foil, because then you're gonna rise the, don't do it like that, don't flip it like that, because then you're gonna rise the fade, you know, you're gonna make line. But like that, yes, and you're only gonna do in the front and right behind the ear. So there we go. And this is one of my favorite electric shaver, by the way. It's a lot lighter, better grip, the small way looking, and definitely the battery, how it has the battery charge station, is just overall a great electric shaver, and it doesn't irritate the skin or anything. So once I did that, now other stuff is gonna start popping up. I see some stuff that is still getting my attention, so never, you know, let it slide. You just, you know, be very thorough with whatever you see. Just, you know, take outside, step outside, and look at it from different angles. So right now I'm using the 1, and this is guard number 1, level open, and notice how the stroke, you saw that real long and slow. It was in that area because I see some shadow there that is not blending in. Now I'm using the right corner to get those little shadow. See that it was not grabbing. Now I'm going with the 1/16 level open, and I'm just using the left corner of the clipper right there, as you could tell. Now I'm gonna use the open it a little bit. I pass it, didn't grab nothing. Now I use the right corner. See, and I keep going, checking in that area right there, and notice the movement. Let's just keep passing, brush it. Right here, the combs, shears over comb. Notice this is, to me, I like to do it instead of using like a 2 or 3. Guard 3, I like to do shears over comb. I have better control, so I don't have to take so much. I have more control on what I want to take, and it blends in a lot better. Once you know this technique, definitely, you know what I mean, you will stay with it, because definitely it gives the nice blend in that you're looking for. And it takes the volume, especially in that corner right there, that there was a lot of, you know what I mean, shadow. Look, always make sure you put the shear straight, not like that. Don't put it like that, because you're not gonna cut that much. But like that, yes, you know, make sure you put the shear straight with the comb like that, right? And then when you picking the hair, you're gonna pick tight, and then you're gonna kind of scrape it out. Notice the comb is gray, and watch when I pick the hair, you see all the hair that it needs to be cut. That's what I like, a light color comb, because you can see what you have to take. Watch when you go in, right? Look, you're gonna go like this. You're gonna go in and then pull out, pretty much. In, pull out. So now that you have the idea why I have a light color and how to, you know, go in and then pull out like that and then keep the shear straight. Once you have all that check in, forget it. You know what I mean? You already know it's gonna be a piece of cake when you do this technique. You're gonna love it. The reason why there's small teeth and big teeth, those big teeth act like 1.5 or 2, right? So let's say that if I have to go lower, a lot lower than where I'm going right now, then I use the small teeth that will act like a 1/16 or 1. And yeah, so right now I'm putting water. I'm wetting his hair, go back and forward, so it goes in really good. It gets really wet. Well, we're gonna go by section. We're gonna go right there, then right there. We're gonna go from top all the way to the back, but basically we're going by section. And we're gonna do this style like this. Basically, you see, I comb it, I pinch the hair, I see what I have to cut, I rest the comb in my thumb, and then I see what I have to cut, and repeat the same procedure over and over and over. And then in the side right here, you could do still shears over comb, because you're gonna see some volume that is gonna get your attention. And still, you know what I mean, if you didn't do it earlier, you could always, you know, as long as you do it, and you don't let it slide, just keep working with it. And then you go back again from where you left up, right there, and you measure everything that is already cut, and we keep going all the way to the back. And then in the back right here, match it up. Any volume, anything that is shorter than I cannot do this style, then I do shears over comb. But right now on top, I'm doing basically the same thing. You know what I mean? Make sure that every angle is even, and I keep working my way all the way from the front to the back, and keep checking everything that is nice, measure everything. Then I go shears over comb in the sides, in the back, again, just looking for every corner. You know, make sure you get every corners. He likes his corners taken care. So right now, what I'm doing is with the Fade Master level close, I'm just going, you know, barely touching the top. So this allows to style it, to just basically keep everything all even, no little hair standing or nothing, and every corner even. You could take the corners from the side and the top, every little hair, whatever. Then after that, I dry it up. I make sure that his hair is all dry, no hair sticking, whatever. And we're gonna be putting pomade wax. So before do that, make sure the hair is, everything is really nice and dry. Whenever you're gonna put gel or wax or anything, or clay or whatever, make sure it's dry. This is the pomade, the 07, the Jiva. Definitely the best product. It smells delicious, and watch in front of your eyes, you're gonna see how it changed. This is how it looks. And yeah, the milky stuff, I call it, man. This stuff, you put a little bit in your hand and watch it right away how it looks. Look at the texture. Look, automatically, it's like right away, and it smells great. That's what I was showing. And you see, look at that. You know what I mean? The texture is just automatically is manageable. It's like you could put it whatever angle you want. And right here with the comb, I'm looking to, you know, open it up if there's anything tight or whatever. And he liked it so much. The haircut, I was like, look, and the pomade, he was like, yeah, kid, I'm feeling it. So here before the haircut, this is how he looks, right? Came like that, and this is him after. You know what I mean? It's a big difference, a big change. So yeah, we did a nice tight mid fade with the scissors at top, and it came out super fresh. He even feeling himself. Once again, thank you and peace. It's your boy Jeff, the Master Barber.